Attention passionate Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Pittsburgh Steelers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Pittsburgh Steelers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. We've got some serious news coming out of the AFC North that you just can't ignore. It's a move that could reshape the division and significantly boost the Steelers' chances of making a deep playoff run. The Steelers, always looking to add firepower to their offense, have just made a bold move to acquire Calvin Ridley from the Tennessee Titans. And let me tell you, this isn't just a small trade. It's a game changer. Ridley, a polished route runner with a proven track record, is now part of the Steelers' roster, and the implications are enormous. The Steelers traded a third-round pick in 2026 along with tight end Pat Freiermuth, an interesting swap that signals their serious intent to contend this season. You might be wondering, why move so much for Ridley? Well, the Steelers see him as a key piece in their offensive puzzle, a player capable of elevating their passing game to new heights. Ridley's career stats speak volumes. Over 404 receptions, accumulating more than 600 yards and 40 touchdowns. His yards per reception are impressive, sitting at 14.0, and his catch rate is solid at 62.5%. What's particularly exciting is his performance this season. 6 games in, Ridley already has 16 receptions for 290 yards, averaging over 18 yards per catch, with no touchdowns yet but plenty of potential for explosive plays. He's been reliable, healthy, and showing no signs of slowing down. What makes Ridley such a perfect fit for the Steelers? Well, for starters, his ability to stretch the field is exactly what Pittsburgh needs right now. The Steelers have had solid targets in the past, but adding Ridley gives them a true downfield threat, someone who can turn a short pass into a big gain and keep defenses honest. When you look at his advanced stats, they're pretty eye-opening. His EPA per target this season is plus 0.35, which shows he's making a real impact when he's on the field. His yards after catch average, nearly 5 yards per reception, demonstrates his agility and ability to gain extra yards after the catch, an element that's been missing in Pittsburgh's offense. Now, let's talk about the Titans for a moment. They're in a rebuild phase, sitting at a 1-5 record, and their defense has been giving up 24 points per game on average. With a record like that, and a quarterback like Levis who's still developing, it's understandable that they'd look to rebuild their roster and gather assets for the future. They're in a phase of stockpiling draft picks and trying to build a competitive team long-term, which makes sense given their recent struggles. They are also trying to address their offensive line issues and improve their overall cap situation, which is why they decided to move Ridley now, even if it feels like a gamble. But make no mistake, for the Steelers, this is a calculated move. Acquiring Ridley isn't just about adding a receiver. It's about transforming their offense into a more dynamic, unpredictable unit. The Steelers already have a solid core, with players like George Pickens and Deontay Johnson, but Ridley's addition provides an extra dimension. His route running is exceptional, and his ability to create separation, about 2.3 yards more than the average defender, means Big Ben's successors, whether it's Pickett or Trubisky, will have a better chance of connecting on big plays. And speaking of impact, the projections are quite promising. Experts are estimating that Ridley could add over 10 yards to the Steelers' passing game this season, along with around 9 touchdowns. His EPA per pass is expected to improve by roughly 13%, and his yards per route run could see an increase of 2 yards. That's a significant upgrade, especially considering how much the Steelers have struggled with consistency in their aerial attack this season. This move aligns perfectly with their goal of becoming a more explosive offense, capable of competing with the best in the AFC. Now, it's worth mentioning that Ridley's presence also boosts the team's chances in the bigger picture, namely the Super Bowl. The odds for the Steelers to win it all have improved from plus 4,500 to plus 2,200 with this acquisition. That's a substantial shift, and it shows how much confidence the betting markets are placing on Pittsburgh's revamped offense. This isn't just about making the playoffs. It's about going all in and aiming for that coveted Vince Lombardi trophy. The AFC, as we know, is stacked, but with a weapon like Ridley, the Steelers become an even more formidable contender. Let's not forget the broader division context. The Bengals and Ravens are always lurking, but this move could give Pittsburgh an edge over their rivals. The Bengals have their own issues, but the Ravens, with Lamar Jackson, are always dangerous. Still, adding a player like Ridley can help the Steelers close that gap, especially in key matchups. The AFC North has been notoriously tough, but this shift in offensive firepower might be what finally pushes Pittsburgh over the top. Their offense, which has had flashes of brilliance but also inconsistency, now looks more balanced and threatening. Looking ahead, the Steelers, coaching staff and front office are clearly confident that Ridley can produce immediately. His profile, especially his ability to gain yards after the catch and create separation deep downfield, fits perfectly with the Steelers' offensive philosophy. Pittsburgh's offensive coordinator will now have more options to design plays that take advantage of Ridley's speed and route-running skills. Plus, in a division where defenses are tough and physical, having a receiver who can create mismatches is invaluable. But of course, nothing is guaranteed in the NFL. The Steelers still need to integrate Ridley into their system effectively, and chemistry on the field always takes some time to develop. But the signs are promising. Ridley's health is in good shape. He has shown durability this season with no injuries reported. His experience, including a Pro Bowl appearance in 2023, adds veteran leadership and poise that the team desperately needs in critical moments. Now for the Titans, it's a different story. They're looking to the future, trying to rebuild from a tough start to the season. Moving Ridley makes sense financially and strategically for them. They're gathering assets and trying to develop their young quarterback, Levis, who's still adjusting to the league. In the long term, these kinds of moves can pay off, even if the immediate results aren't obvious. But for the Steelers, this move is about now, about seizing the moment, about maximizing the talent on their roster, and about positioning themselves for a deep playoff run. And let me tell you, Steelers fans, the mood around the team is buzzing. There's renewed confidence, a sense that this organization is serious about competing at the highest level again. The addition of Ridley could be the spark that ignites the offense and helps the Steelers challenge the AFC's best teams. It's a bold move, no doubt, but in today's NFL, boldness often leads to glory. The Steelers have a rich history of making decisive moves when it counts, and this one might just be remembered as one of their smartest. So, as we look forward to the rest of the season, keep an eye on how Ridley integrates into the team. Watch how the offense evolves and how defenses prepare for Pittsburgh's new threat. Remember, with Ridley's addition, the Steelers are not just trying to scrape into the playoffs. They're aiming for something bigger, something greater. The Super Bowl window is wide open, and this move shows they're not afraid to go for it. The AFC North is about to get even more interesting, and Pittsburgh's fans should be excited about what's coming. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this latest move? Do you believe Ridley can be the game changer the team needs to push deep into the playoffs? Are you excited about the potential of this offense with such a dynamic receiver? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Steelers. This is a pivotal moment for the franchise, and your voice is part of that story. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, more analysis, and everything you need to stay ahead of the game in the NFL. So stay tuned, stay passionate, and as always, keep cheering for the black and gold.